Hey, this is Paris, back with some more gameplay capture plus an interview that I did on Gamertag Radio while we were at E3 2017. This time is going to be for Forza Motorsport 7, running on the Xbox One X. It's in 4K, it's at 60 frames per second, and it's just simply stunning. It is one of the best looking video games I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was that good. But it's Forza. You know, if you're a racing fan, this is classic Forza gameplay. You guys are really going to love it. Everything that you would expect from a Forza game is there. But like I said, on Gamertag Radio, I was able to sit down with Ryan Cooper. He is the executive producer for Forza 7. And we talked about the new track Dubai that they made for this game. We talked about the new Porsche that they're putting into this game. And we just went through some of the basic features of Forza, because obviously they're going to talk more about this as we get down the road. But I love the way that they're going to use the weather effects and how heat and cold on the track will affect the way that you drive. So let me go ahead and get out of here. Let me turn it over to Ryan, and let's talk about Forza 7 Motorsport. This is Paris. I'll see you guys soon.
My name is Ryan Cooper. I'm the executive producer of Forza Motorsport.
Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to me about Forza 7. So, first of all, playing it on Project Scorpio, or Xbox One X. I have such a hard time getting past that. But just finished playing it. 4K, 60 frames per second. Stunning. Stunning. And I'm a big Forza fan. I've been playing it since the original, on the original Xbox. And to be able, and I used the new Porsche, was it the G2?
2018 right. Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Amazing car.
Beautiful.
Right?
So, can you kind of talk about why you added that car into Forza 7 and kind of the track that I was just playing that on?
Which was
the Dubai.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had a really long-standing relationship with Porsche, and we know that our fans love Porsches, and so it was a natural extension to reach out to Porsche and continue our partnership. And so we announced a 6-year partnership with Porsche on stage, and of course we announced the Porsche 911 GT2 RS, and it was really a historic moment for us because it signaled the start of a really long relationship with them, 6 years, where we're bringing Forza fans to Porsche and bringing Porsche fans to Forza, and that's really why we do what we do.
Right. So, going back to the 4K 60 frames per second on Xbox One X, can you kind of talk about that? What has this new hardware allowed you to do with Forza series?
Yeah, so we really have taken a step back and reimagined everything, and that's really thanks to the power of the Xbox One X. And so the game looks, it sounds, and it feels unlike anything we've ever really created. The first thing you're going to notice is the game looks amazing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Visually stunning, ultra high definition, 4K textures, the cars, the tracks, the high dynamic range skies. There's just an extra level of fidelity that creates an extra sense of immersion, and that's really what we're going for. So the game looks amazing. And then we also reimagine the driving experience. So if you race, you start to get that sense when you're heading down the track at 200 miles an hour, the parts in the car rattling, we've got new collision cameras, the driver's moving around in the car. You really get that sense that, wow, this is a really, really thrilling experience.
Now, one thing I noticed, and if you can get into this a little bit, it seems like we have some dynamic weather effects that are going to be in Forza 7, but I noticed on this Dubai track, you know, there's some sand that was on, and I'm racing on one part, and I'm like, okay, I got it. I hit the sand. It completely changed the physics of the car. So can you kind of talk about how that's going to work?
Well, absolutely. We create our tracks to be as immersive as possible, and the track you raced is Dubai. It's a fictional track, and it's really a really great track in that we're trying to highlight what it feels like to race on a track under intense heat, right? How do the tires react to a tarmac that is really, really hot? And we sent a crew down to Dubai, a team of artists, and we actually captured the tracks, the road barriers, the sand. We're using a technology called photogrammetry to recreate the rocks as they actually exist in the Heath Pass. And so all of that just creates an extra element of authenticity that we hope extends to the immersion of the gameplay.
Now, you mentioned, obviously, with Dubai and the heat, are we going to see extremes in the cold, or like maybe just a downpour in the rain? Are we going to see those type of scenarios?
Yeah, so as part of this driving thrill that I just mentioned is a dynamic weather system. And so now when you're racing, you'll start to see the clouds form off in the distance. Maybe you'll see some virga. Maybe you'll start to get some light sprinkle. And as the clouds roll in, you'll start to feel the storm pending. And really, we're challenging you to outlast that storm,
Right.
because as it starts to pour and you're getting thunder and you're getting lightning, puddles are growing, maybe forcing you to have to take a different drive line. Maybe the clouds go away, the rain stops, and puddles contract. You change your drive. The whole point of that is really to create a sense of immersion such that every time you come back to a track, it feels different, and so that no two races feel the same.
Okay, excellent. And again, stunning to look at, playing it on the Xbox One X. But what about the Xbox One S? For those players, are we going to see a lot of these features in that version of the game?
So absolutely. 1080 has never looked better. And our Forza Tech engine afforded us, through the power of the Xbox One X, to really step back, redesign that engine in a way that actually makes the 1080 experience on the Xbox One look better. And so whether you're on PC, whether you're on Xbox One, or whether you're on the Xbox One, you get a really great 1080p experience.
Okay, final question. So I'm assuming we'll have a demo of this at E3 proper.
Absolutely.
So can people listening to this or watching a video of this, can they expect to play the same demo that I played today?
Well, we haven't announced what our demo is going to be,
Okay,
or if we're going to ship a demo. But if you've played our previous titles, you know that we're really good about providing a demo experience. Our fans tell us they love it, and so I can't confirm whether or not you're going to experience that, but stay tuned.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for taking your time to talk about Forza 7. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Paris.
Right. This episode of Gamertag Radio is brought to you by our sponsor, Western Digital. With Western Digital, you're now able to get solid-state drives and hard drives to fit your unique needs. When you add the superior performance of a Western Digital solid-state drive to your PC, you get blazing read speed so you can boot your system quickly or load games and other applications in a snap. Combined with reliable Western Digital hard drives, you get up to 6 terabytes of storage to keep your games library, direct feed video, podcasts, and more all in a single place. And for a limited time, Gamertag Radio listeners, pay attention. For a limited time, you can get 20% off Western Digital solid-state drives with our coupon code WDGTR. So to find out more, go to WDC.com/GTR. Use our code WDGTR.
Listeners might be asking, like, why I should get this? Why I should get this?
I'm going to tell you exactly why you need to get this, because I'm a PC gamer. Anyone listening to this, we have plenty of people in our Discord channel asking questions all the time. I get on Twitter, hey, Paris, I want to build a PC. What do I need? The first thing I always tell them, hard drive, get a solid state drive, or get the SSHD, which is basically the hybrid hard drive, because you're going to want those quick read speeds and load speeds when you're playing games, because it's going to load everything a lot quicker. You're going to want storage. So like that 4 terabyte drive that I just put in my PC, which is the SSHD. I'm doing all this 4K video editing. I need the space because those files are huge,
huge,
right? So again, this is a great opportunity to get 20% off a new hard drive. Like I said, go to WDC.com/GTR. Use that code WDGTR and get 20% off. This is a great deal, guys. Make sure you check it out.